USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Missouri's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got his man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that foot.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Missouri wants to go fast. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season.
Touchdown, Missouri! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So USC's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Dances away to buy time. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab deep. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to pass. It's Lincoln. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. And he's dragged down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Trojans! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. It's going to catch a big fella.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Back to pass, it's Lincoln. Going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He makes the catch. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Trojans are flying down the field. Quick completion on the out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Lincoln. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Missouri wants to go fast. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a man in the middle. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got his man all by himself. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got
open field on the right. Touchdown, Trojan. Once he got some room, it was over.
nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker, turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to scramble. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Lincoln. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Lincoln. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Goes to the option.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to...
Time running out, and he goes... at the 34.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for it.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Missouri gets to... quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's when the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic.
Makes a grab for a big play. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Trojans are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Throws toward the end zone. Pulls it in down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Trojans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Get a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40. At the 30. He's at the touchdown Trojans. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll run for it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A little release to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
A strike downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 2 to Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness. And
there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on 4th and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up 1st and goal.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This late in the game in the 4th quarter, they're in 4-down mode every single drive in possession, trailing by as much as they are. So down here in the red zone, you throw an incompletion, no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again. Can the defense step up here and make a play?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. He's got the back in the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
you're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally. They showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look out for.
Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to take a shot. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Going to sling it on second down. It's complete on the right side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Liner, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard, and that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, that you're talking about.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A first down for the offense. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Got his man on the right. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear.
you.